Alright guys, I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can see me, hopefully. I'm trying to get this set up to where, just type in the chat room if you can hear me, and we'll make sure that I've got this situated here. I know I'm in the dark, but that's the best way you're going to be able to see this. Are you guys there? Tell me you can hear me. Let me see if I can hear myself. Let me see. Hey, what's up, Kev? Can you hear me? Check 1 2 1 2. You can hear me? Let me position the mic so I'm like talking into it and not away from it. Check 1 2 1 2. All right. You can hear me. All right, cool. I got my back box. I know you can't really see it in the shot. So let me reposition this camera that I'm standing at. I'm going to zoom it out just a little bit. Because then if I zoom it out a little bit, you guys can see you guys might be able to see a little bit better. Let's see. I'm going to move this microphone over here a little bit more. It's not going to be in the shot. You guys should be okay. Let me get this posted on Facebook too, because actually, you know what? You guys can help me out. If you can go into the At Games Facebook page and share it, that would be awesome. If people want to watch it, the pinball and the pinball room and the At Games official page. So let me do this, and then we'll go in and we'll check some games out. I'll turn the volume down on this, otherwise you're gonna get blasted. And then I'll pull up the chat room, and then we can get going here. How does that look? Can you guys see the back box and everything? Let me share this to my main page. This is the only thing with streaming this way. You have to kind of do a few steps. Okay. What tables have I played most? Black Hole. I have played. Well, let's go back. I'll tell you. I gotta remember which ones there are. All right. So I have played Black Hole. I have played Class of 1812. I have played Haunted House, Lights, Camera, Action, Teed Off, and Rescue 911. Wipeout's pretty cool too. If you haven't played Wipeout, Wipeout's really good. Let me see here. And let's share this to a group. There we go. But yeah, I just got the back box today. So I got it all hooked up, went flawless. So let's see. Hopefully you guys can still hear me over this. What I'll do is I'll go in. What game do you guys want me to play first? I know my arm's going to be kind of in the way, I think. Once, we'll see. We'll see how it works. Because I'm not really set up with any overhead cameras in here, but I'm gonna hopefully keep my hand out of the way so you guys will be able to see this as good as possible. Because the frames per second should be like 50 or 60, excuse me. So let's go into let's do Class of 1812. We'll just go into that. I want to make sure the volume's okay and you guys aren't getting blasted out by the table. Let me turn that down, I can tell you. There we go. Alright, that should be good. Oh my goodness. Not off to a good start. So I used to have the buttons as being the first, as the first ones on the side, but I moved them back to the default so I can feel the rumble. Oh my goodness, the ball's just like not falling right. FX sector. No, I'm not gonna do this. Let's go back. We'll just do that. And retry it again. That was pitiful. Let's try this. See what I mean? It just knocks it down that way. I need to nudge it more. If it's going to be like this, we'll change the table. But you can see the ball's moving pretty good. Jeez. But the back box looks really nice up there. The score. No, it doesn't, because it has in the palms of your hands, it has haptic feedback. So every time, yeah, I don't really care about that. Let me get out of this game. Every time the ball hits or something, or it rolls on the table, you can feel it with the haptic feedback right in your palms. So, no, I don't care about that. I guess I have no choice. All right. Let me see, FX. He was saying, what was the other one he said? Sector FX. Okay, where is Sector FX? Oh, TX Sector, I'm sorry. I don't know if I played this one. There is going to be solenoids down the road that you can add to it if you really want solenoids. That's really loud. There we go. But the ball moves really, really smooth, and it's fast. I mean, even compared to Toy Shock. I don't know how it looks on the stream, because I think I'm only sending 720 on the stream. Just because with I might, no, you know what? It's Windows OBS, so it should be 1080. I'd have to look. I don't remember. If not, I'll have to do it some other time at 1080. But I think it might be 1080. I haven't done a lot of playing with this, only because, like, I was playing it the first day I got it only because I had it. But then, like, when you're playing it for a while with no sound and you can't see the score until the end, it's kind of tough to play. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I almost lost that ball. I did lose it. Dang it. I'm debating getting the arcade one-up Star Wars and comparing it to this. I know they're different games, and and then I'll donate my toy shock. Because there's no really need for me to have it. Like, I like having 2 pinball tables, but I mean, all those games are on this. Oh man. How does it look on stream? Does it look really good for you guys to see that? I mean, with the ball moving and everything? And I always put Dad because my daughter has the same initials as I do. So if I put it in there with my actual initials, she'll sit there and go, "Oh, I scored all that." She's a little turkey. But like every time I hit the ball, I can feel it hit my hands. I just thought it was funny because like DHL gives my box to USPS and it takes them like 2 days to get it to my house. That's an hour away from where they were at. Especially when they said they shipped it, like not shipped it, but it went off to that facility, and I'm like, really? And they could have just scanned it. I get that, but I'm like, come on, it's only an hour away. Like, let me go pick it up. And they wouldn't even let me do that because it was a warehouse. The pinball table is dark because of this is the camera that I normally use for my broadcast. So it's not high enough, I don't think, to get over the glass. And because I just got the back box like an hour ago and got it set up, I thought maybe you guys wanted to see it complete, but I'll have to work on getting the camera set up differently. I have some new cameras coming that I can mount up. One I can mount right above it, so next week hopefully I'll have one, if I can get it done over the weekend, I'll have one right over to the table that I can show. But for now I thought, because I have really good cameras, like the one I'm using right now is almost $3,000 camera, I wanted to show you guys how fluid the ball runs, because I think a lot of people weren't sure, especially with a cell phone video. So by sending the video in at 60 frames a second, that's what the table's running at. This way you guys get a good feel of how the ball runs on the table. I know it's hard to see from cell phone video and even from my other video that I did, I think it was last week or the week before. So I'm gonna do a video review / unboxing. I already got the footage shot. I just gotta edit it. And then with my DSLR camera that I just bought, it does 1080p 60, so the footage you're gonna see clean and clear right over the top in that video. So, but I thought you'd kind of like, you guys would like to see it in its truest form at 60 frames a second. Let me see what the chat room's saying here. The stream is 720p, so it doesn't look as smooth. It looks good. How does it feel? It does feel good. Okay, so that means OBS is set to 720, so I apologize. So the next stream I do, I'll set it to 1080. But because I'm running this at 1080p 60, it should be down converting it pretty good, but you're right, it's probably going to show it as a little jerky. I like that the ball doesn't appear to have a heavy digital shadow. It's shaded nice and physical look good. Okay, it does look good. It looks better than the Toy Shock. The Toy Shock looks almost like an egg. It's not even round. But you can see the way it's even bouncing off of those bumpers. Like, it bounces like a real ball. Which is, in my opinion, is pretty incredible for a digital table. Now, to be fair, okay, disclaimer, here we go. I never really played any high-end digital pinball tables. I played a real table. My mother-in-law has 8-Ball Deluxe, so I played that, and it plays similarly. I mean, the ball bounces like that, but the Toy Shock, when I played Pinball FX, when I first got the Toy Shock, I was a little out of my league because I was like, oh yeah, it's great, no lag. Whoops. And I played, somebody told me, they're like, yeah, there's lag. And I'm like, no, really, there's not. And they're like, no, play Pinball FX. So I played that on the Legends, and I was like, oh yeah, there's lag. So it was just something that was new to me. But this here, night and day difference. I even think it plays better than the Gamer Pro, like light years better. And the Gamer Pro, I liked playing that, like Rescue 911. This is so much more fluid than that. The ball's faster, the flippers respond better, and I guess that's the difference between Bluetooth connection versus hardwire connection. And then if you look at my pictures on Instagram, I put a green underglow. You can kind of see it off to the side, but I put a green underglow underneath it. It's got lights all over it. Let's go. I'll go to a different table here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's quit the game. And I'm not like an expert pinball player. There's probably a lot of guys on that's getting this that are a lot better than me. I do it for fun. I play with my kids. We play with people that come over. And what do you guys want me to try next? We just did TX Sector. You guys tell me, what do you want to see? And I apologize, you're also getting the tracer lights that are above on my roof. You're getting those in the view. Yeah, the LEDs, if you look at my Instagram, go to my Instagram, you can kind of see I've got the green on the back glass. Oh, actually, you can see it on the back glass with my main camera. You can see it's on the back glass. That's how it looks underneath. I have it on all my machines. I like the underglow. But what game do you want me to go to next? Do you want me to do Pistol Poker, or do you want me to do Victory? Let's you're wondering what those lights. Everybody asks me. They always ask me what these lights are, and they're reflecting off the glass. If you look at my arcade tour, you'll see you'll see that I have them. Everybody asks me, and I'm like, if I had an affiliate link, I'd make a lot of money off of it, but I don't. All right. I like this game too, but put in the chat room what you guys want me to play next. Oops, I missed that one. Come on. Wipeout. Alright, we'll do Wipeout after this one. Absolutely. And I promise, like next week, when I get the new cameras, I'll have it wired so you can look. It'll look down on the table. But for right now, I had to do what I could just to get it going, so I could show on the live stream. But at least you're not getting a glare off the table. The accelerometer is pretty nice too with it, and the haptic feedback. The accelerometer, like when you go to nudge the table, you can adjust it to see how, you know, how fit. Like you can nudge left and right, and there's a button to nudge forward, or you can just hit the table. Hey, what's up, Sergeant Z? Not much. We're just showing the pinball table. I've got my back box finally. We're just going through some different games. So you guys, I know the camera angle's not the greatest for the table, and I'm in the dark, but it's the best way you guys can see it without any glare until I get my new cameras that are coming tomorrow, and I get them hooked up, so I can get one that's overhead. But for right now, this is the best I can do in like a pinch. I have lighting for myself. I just don't want to see. I don't want you guys to see a reflection off the table, and you guys already know what I look like, and it's not going to be the end of the world if you don't see me. Just hear me. So right now we are playing Victory on this. So let me get my initials in here, and I'll go into Wipeout. Somebody wanted to see Wipeout, so we'll do that one. But all in all, I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, I was playing it for almost a week and a half without any kind of sound. So, all right, here's Wipeout. Oops. Let's go back. All right, there's Wipeout. Let me see here. My big question is Haunted House on Toy Shock versus the At Games table. Differences, 3D effects, smoothness, flipper response, sound. Yes, it's so much nicer on here. In fact, after Wipeout, I'll go into Haunted House and let you see it, and then you can be the judge. I like this camera angle as much as maybe some of you guys don't, because you get to see some of the depth to the table, because when you're shining it down, you don't get to see the depth as much as the angle shot that you're seeing. So that might help you with the depth. Brian says, I'm leaning towards the At Games only because expandability and the add-on panel to play vertical games is sweet. Yeah, I mean, for those of you that want the vertical games, I'm not playing any arcades on here, just pinball. Are you able to hear the pinball tables on this when I'm playing it, or is it not loud enough? I'm just trying not to blow you guys out. See here. Oh boy. I think this is the first time I've played this. I don't think I've ever played this before this. This is a pretty cool game. I'll check the chat here in just a few seconds when I lose my ball. One of the things that I'd like to see At Games do maybe is on the DMD, on the back box, increase the size of the DMD. They got that big screen, and the DMD is probably, I don't know, 5 inches, 6 inches long by like an inch and a half high. Like, you guys can see it. They got a nice image in the back, but why not make it a little bit bigger or something on there? That's one of my criticisms right now since getting the back box. Let me see here. Volume is good. Okay, sweet. Camera doesn't give it depth. Does it have depth in person? Well, the camera should give it a little bit of depth. Yeah, it has depth to it because the angle that I'm coming in at, you should be able to see the depth on the flippers. But I get it. Probably not as clear of a depth as it would be if you were sitting right here. I almost thought the table was modded because of the reflection of the running lights above. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. And again, I mean, because it's dark in here. Sea Loker. Let's see here. Okay, he's talking about. Okay, I am concerned on the Farsight Studios software. Seems bare bones when I tested on my Gamer Pro with the Gottlieb. Well, I'll play it after this in a little bit. If you guys after Haunted House, somebody wanted to see Haunted House on here, so I'll do Haunted House, and then I'll go into bare bones. I have a Toy Shock. It's sitting right next to it, and there's no comparison. I mean, Arcade 1-Ups is better than the Toy Shock. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, Toy Shock probably wouldn't like me to say that, but I mean, I got to tell the truth. I mean, for what it was, there was nobody else on the market with pinball, a digital pinball. So I bought the Toy Shock, just like P-Dubs and everybody else. But it's right now, in my opinion, the only two tables even worth looking at are Arcade 1-Ups and At Games. Well Played Toys, I saw somebody had one of them, and it looks more like a toy than the Toy Shock. So I have no interest in getting that. Sounds distorted. What sounds distorted? What sounds distorted? My mic? Shouldn't be. It's a brand new cable. Let's go into Haunted House so you guys can see Haunted House versus for the depth, because you know how Toy Shock is. My mic sounds distorted. Is that better, Brad? I pulled back the gain and I reconnected it. Little crackly. I want to make sure we get it right here. How does it sound? Test 1 2 1 2. Check 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 check. I might be too close to the mic. Well, I can back off the mic. It is a condenser, so I can back off of it. Check 1 2 1 2. Testing testing testing. Everybody said before it sounded good, so that's why I didn't touch it. It's a little better. I can pull back. All right, check 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Let's try it here. How does it sound? I'm going to increase the volume here so I can hear it. Check 1 2 1 2. Testing testing. Is that better? If that's good, then I won't. Oh yeah, that sounds better. Okay, as long as it sounds good. Are we good? All right, let's play some Haunted House then. Yep. All right, cool. All right, here we go. Let's get some Haunted House going. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I can't hear it because I'm not sitting behind my desk, so I don't have my headset. Thanks, Brad. Let's see here. You guys can see the Haunted House. I think like when it goes inside and underneath stuff like this, it looks. Let me get in the Haunted House. That's where I think it really comes alive compared to like here. It's in the Haunted House. Came out of the Haunted House. Now, there is another firmware I think coming out this week for this table that's going to fix some things. There's a few little bugs that we've reported, and we'll get them fixed. So when everybody else starts getting their tables, you'll be happy with your purchase. But yeah, you can see the difference here on Haunted House versus Toy Shocks. Toy Shocks, and again, I liked playing the Toy Shock, but now that I have this, there's no reason to play the Toy Shock. And then when I die here, I'll check the chat room. So I'll leave your comments there, and then I'll check it. Oh, all right. Yeah, I suck at this one. All right, what do we got here? Little low now. Little low. What's a little low? The table or me? Because I can turn the table up. This table shows depth of field better. Okay, good. That's what you guys wanted to see. Moves smoother at 60 frames per second compared to... That is true. And I think it flies there. Tech says 4-player work on it. No. So when you start it, Rex, you hit 1 in it and you just play it. So that might be something to recommend to them to do 4-player. So like when if I back out, somebody wanted me to play something else. Okay, good to go with the volume? Okay, cool. See, look, no problem. Does the table need to come up, though? If the table needs to be louder, I'll go louder. Just turn the volume up and it's good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just don't want to over blast you guys and you're like, I can't hear you. Your table's louder. What game did you want me to go into next? We did Haunted House. Oh, I know what it was. It was Bones. Somebody wanted Bone Busters, right? So let's go into Bone Busters. And I'll be honest, I haven't played this game yet, so I'm probably going to get... it's going to be bad. So my daughter was playing this. So let's see. Oh. See, some of the things I don't like about this is, especially on Bone Busters, and I don't know how it's going to translate here, but it looks like somebody scanned a picture of the actual table where the instructions are and just put it on top of here. I mean, it looks good the way they did it, but it looks old. Like they took it from the original table, peeled it off, scanned it, and put it on this table. And there's a bug right now. Not hearing table. Alright, can you hear the table? There is a bug right now that the left flipper doesn't activate sometimes. So that's going to be fixed here in the next couple days. Can you hear the table now? Let me know if you can hear the table. If not, I'll turn it up. Okay, cool. You can hear the table. That's fine. Sounds good here too. Okay, like I said, I'd never played this table before, so I'm going to be kind of figuring it out as we go here. Holy smokes. I don't play Going Nuts for this reason. I have a hard enough time with one ball, and you're going to give me... multiples. Setting it up for multiples again. Oh, no. There we go. Got that nudge going. Kept 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 the ball from going over the edge. Oh, that time I missed it. All right, sixth on black hole, I think. All right, Rex. See ya. I'm gonna have to beat your score. Is that what you're telling me? Or attempt to beat your score. Ah. All right. When the ball gets trapped, do you feel any feedback when they pop out? Yeah, it vibrates on the haptics. Like even when it's doing that, like you can feel it if you keep your hands on it. It's not heavy duty, but it's enough to know what's going on. And I don't know why it did that. I couldn't. All right. What other game you guys want me to go into? That was a pitiful score, but that's okay. What game do you guys want me to go into? I'll go back in your chat. I've been playing a lot, actually. I've been playing the 4 pins that he has loaded. Okay, 5th on Haunted House. Leaderboard already. 6th on Black Hole, I think. Rescue 911 is kind of like my favorite. I love playing that one. I think I have almost 300 million on Rescue 911, but I don't know who's leading on that one. I'm waiting on those pinball leagues to start. My buddy asked me to be his teammate. Who will you be with? I think I'm going with if Jason gets his pinball table, I think it's going to be Team Ohio here because I know Jason's in Florida, but I think Jason Tierney and myself, I think, are going to be doing it. So, no, I'm not playing any video other than pinball on here. I don't play, and I'm not going to play any of the over-the-air pinball tables until they got backbox support. They just don't look good without the back box. Like, I don't want to have both of them on the table. That's the whole reason you get a back box, right? So that's a good question, RB. How hard, or let me see, Naktish, I think that's how you say your name. I'm sorry. How hard do you have to nudge it? Now that's dependent on you. How hard, like you can set it up in the accelerometer, and you can set it up on the haptic feedback. And I'll show you here. Let me go into the menu so you can see it. So you can set up your music volume for the table, or you can set it up overall. But if you come over here, configure accelerometer, so you can actually adjust the sensitivity. Right now it's at 0.25. You can manually do it by plus or minus just by whacking the table, or you can configure it. It'll tell you it senses the table sitting still, and then it'll tell you nudge it to the right how you want it. If you want to whack it, if you want to do it nice and soft, and then it saves that configuration per table. So if somebody else plays it, they're not going to know how hard you're hitting it. So my suggestion is try to find like a middle ground where somebody hits it, it's going to be kind of the same across the board. So like here, like I'll calibrate the nudge, right? Calibrating the nudge, accelerometer, hit accept. Now I'll nudge the table to the right, there, and I'll hit accept. Configuration is complete. Please press accept again, and you're good to go. So let's hit the home button. Let's exit out of this. Quit game. Let me see here. Oh, I'm sure you guys have blown me away. I have to practice. I don't play on the At Games Legends Ultimate. I was playing it on the Gamer Pro, but then I stopped playing it because I'm like, I want to play it just on a pinball table. I'm finicky when it comes to stuff like that. So, what table? What are we playing next? Should we do Cue Ball Wizard? Should we try that one? I haven't played this one either yet. go into it. If you say a different one, I'll go into that next. I'm just playing one round in each of them, just so you guys can see.
Quit talking and start chalking.
Oh, oh. Let's see what happens here. Rescue 911, you have to like know what you're doing on that game. Like I get lucky every now and again, then there's some games I can't win to save my life. Like this one. Oh, that was, whoa. Sorry, I thought that was coming back down. Well, they're gonna, Agent Smith, they're gonna do it with people that have the Legends and people that have the Gamer Pro. It's not just the table. What the heck? So I'll have the high score on this game. It just won't be a high score on the local table. My daughter will come down and beat it. She'll be like, Dad, I beat your score. And I'll be like, yeah, because it wasn't high. I hope they bring the Zechariah tables out soon, like in beta or whatever, to play around with. The resolution's good. No, it's really clear. Now, like I said earlier, I know you probably weren't in here. I have this view because I don't have my new camera yet that I'm going to mount above it. But my DSLR that I filmed the review and also the unboxing and stuff, you'll get to see the table really clear on that. But I'm getting a streaming camera for over here. It's coming like tomorrow, I think. And then I'm going to mount it right above where I'm at so that you can see it. But with this, you're actually at least able to see some depth to it. You know, the best I can do for right now. Let's see here. Alright. I'll upload it and everybody can laugh at that score. Alright, let's try, let's go into Genie. I don't think I've ever played that one either. There's only a few tables that I'll play just because I like them. And then, so, this is one I've never played. So this one doesn't have no, this is an old table. This one doesn't even have any music. This one seems slower. This table seems really slow. Like the ball seems floatier. Maybe not. But this just, I think it's like a 70s table, maybe? This feels like I'm playing a Toy Shock, this table. Maybe that's how this table played in real life when it was a real table, but it just seems like bad. If I'm going to be honest. I don't know, maybe they didn't optimize it, but this is not cool. You can see I whacked that. That ball should have flew. It almost seems like it's running at 30 frames a second. But as far as the table goes, the table looks great. I mean, it's nice and crisp and clear, and the flippers, there's no jagged edges. Like, if I took a picture with my DSLR of the flipper on the Toy Shock versus the flipper on here, you guys would be like, wow, it's crystal clear. I just wish there was a way I could capture it with a capture card and then you guys could see, but I have to think about a workaround. Yeah, man. But just know, I mean, that's one of the reasons too. There are some bugs right now, and unfortunately that's the price of getting it first. And you just kind of, we're working with them to try to make it better. Um, but I all in all, I don't know if I'd play this table, so that doesn't really bother me. But all in all, I like the tables. I think there's a good selection here, at least for right now, until more come, of some great tables. Like here, let's open Rescue 911. And it's well built, and that's something you're going to see in my unboxing. Not only is it well built, but the packaging. Like, I was floored. The back box came in packaging that had foam. It was sitting inside of foam that completely encased it inside of a box. So even if it fell off a truck or whatever, or something poked through the box, it kept it secure, which I thought was really good. And the table was the same way. There's a lot of filling around it. It's just really good. Yes, yeah, there could be more tables at CES, but are they going to be any good? That's the question. Are they? I mean, I'm not impressed with what I've seen with well-played toys. It looks worse than Toy Shock. Now, I haven't played the table, but it looks cheap. And Toy Shocks is a $400 table, and so is well played. But from what the guy posted, I was not impressed. Oh man, that's what I said. Sometimes I get really good on this, and then there's other times it's like I can't win to save my life. Like that, it just falls down. But the main thing is just to show you guys how it looks and how it plays, and with a better camera than a cell phone. Any other questions? If not, I'm probably going to wrap it up here. Let's see. Hey, thanks, Naktashi. I think that's how you say it. Thanks for joining the channel. We'll have the Retro Buzz Friday. Actually, we're going to be talking tomorrow with Glenn, and Rex is going to join us later in the show to talk about their builds. And they're the first two to have it in the Buy Stuff store. So pretty excited to talk to them about it. And then next week, even Glenn and Doug don't know this, so they might be watching. But next week, we are going to have Jong on from II Arcade. So we're going to have some fun next week for the live show. So it'll be pretty good. Looking forward to it. yeah, man. They're working on it, and just so you know, I know a lot of you guys are upset. You know, it's not shipping fast enough. But let me put this into perspective. Okay, I know. You know, I got it first, and I was no. Let me put it this way. I was one of the first people uh, to have it shipped. Me and P Dubs. I think ours was shipped on the 16th of December. Okay, everybody else is shipped on like the 19th or the 20th, somewhere around there. But they got theirs first, and that's how bad shipping was. They shipped it DHL, USPS on the 16th, and today I just got my back box. And today is January the 7th, almost a month it took just to get the back box, and I got the table last week. So it's not acting. I think C Loker. I don't know if he's still in the chat room. I don't know. Some of these guys, they purchased it in wave one, and they got it before us, P Dubs and I. And P Dubs, he got his back box, but there's something wrong with the wire, so they're shipping him a wire. That'll be here, I think, tomorrow. So shipping's just crazy right now. So it's not that they're not trying to that they're ignoring it. You know, everybody not trying to get out. It's just shipping is just so slow. Um, any word on a CoinOps pinball build? You know, there's some forums. They might have one. They might be working on one right now. That's a good question, Big Jim. I would check into that on the forums. But any other questions? If not, I'm gonna kill the stream here. I need to go eat some dinner. I just wanted to come on for a little bit and kind of show you guys the table and some other ones. Oh, C Loker, you're wave 2. No pinball cabinet for me, just playing on the. Okay, all right, cool. So, I mean, I know people are hoping it'll be in stores in April. I'm thinking probably closer to May, if I had to guess. I'd like to see it um, sooner, but for people, because this is really a good a fun experience. So, all right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow night for the Retro Buzz. Till next time, keep buzzing.